Tucked in a modest building near Pangbourne Airport in East Wenatchee, the Central Washington Interagency Communications Center serves as the dispatch hub for 5 cooperating agencies, covering nearly 22 million acres from the Canadian border all the way down to Oregon. Also known as CWICC, the center serves as the focal point in providing logistical support and resources for anticipated and ongoing fire incidents in Central Washington.
Central Washington Dispatch is one of the largest, if not the largest, dispatch center in the Pacific Northwest, Oregon and Washington. So as we receive a phone call in, a report of a fire, at that point it goes to the initial attack desk. Those folks act on it. We send resources out to the incident. As the incident expands, we start incorporating aircraft. Aircraft is another section within the initial attack office, and the consoles on this side of the room dispatch those aircraft to the incidents. And we have several aircraft at our disposal, from fire bosses out of Dalles to large air tankers out of Moses Lake. We have helicopters here in Wenatchee, helicopters in Ellensburg, and they can be placed anywhere at any time. So we do have a large fleet of aircraft. And again, that's processed through the aircraft. As the incident expands and they start needing resources from outside the area, outside the general vicinity of the fire, then the logistics section would take over at that point. And they would start creating what we call a resource order and sending that to those units and importing those resources into our fires. And we can still have those folks here within a few hours.
So what we're looking at here is some of the technology that we use within the dispatch center. This is the geospatial portal. With this, we can view any lightning strikes that's happened within the last week or so. We can view recent incidents that have happened in the last few days, or extended incidents that are ongoing. Also within this, we can look at heat signatures from satellites to help us detect fires that are out in the landscape. And we have ability to look at rain shadows, rain forecasts, radar. We can look at current and predicted weather as far as temperatures, humidities, and some of those things with this technology.
Despite the transition from staffing remote lookout towers using intricate mapping and tracking software at CWICC, Operations Coordinator Jim Duck says staff still combs through hundreds of fire reports.
One year we had a big lightning bust come through, and we took 600 fire reports in about a 48-hour period. Now those aren't all separate fires, but when folks see them, they see them from different directions, and they may tell us a different location. And so sorting out all of those and find out which ones are actually fires and which ones are not was quite a chore. We work closely with all the 911 centers locally here in Rivercom and Chelan County. We also do Kitcom in Kittitas County, Suncom in Yakima, Kittitas Sheriff's Office, MAC. We probably touch base with as many as 10 or 12 different 911 centers at any given time. Our fire season is busy, I would say, probably from the 1st of July. It's getting longer. We're busy right now a little bit, but some seasons will run into the end of October. We come in the morning, and we don't know what time we're going home at night. 12, 14-hour days. We try to keep it to somewhere in that vicinity. It does seem to be they're starting earlier and lasting longer before we get the weather in the fall that kind of puts us out of business for a little while.
Staffed year-round, the Interagency Dispatch Center helps agencies respond faster and with adequate resources to help minimize catastrophic wildfire throughout the state. Steve Hare, NCWLIFE News.